it's the holiday season. We're having a holiday party, and we have a special thing to celebrate that we're very grateful for. It's a kind of a gift to us. It's a gift to the world, and we want to tell you all about it right now. Just to preface this, I'm assuming most of you already know this, but just in case you don't, for the last several years on my YouTube channel, I've been posting affirmations, guided meditations, using my voice to spread inspirational messages. It's become incredibly popular. I think we just surpassed 370,000 subscribers, more than 1 million views a month on the channel. Pookie's gotten more involved in it. We stream live every Sunday on the channel for nearly 3 years now. Just a great blessing to reach somebody. In fact, a lot of you that are here in Zoom first heard about us and me through the YouTube channel. What is this? Do any of these names ring a bell? Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, Joe Dispenza, Abraham Hicks, Brendan Burchard, Mel Robbins, Dr. Mindy Pelz. That's somebody that Pookie's been following a lot lately. Lewis Howes, Gabrielle Bernstein, Mike Dooley. Now, you may not know all these names, but I bet you know some. In fact, in the Zoom chat, why don't you go ahead and, if you know some of these people or you're big fans of them, go ahead and pop their name in. Just give me let me know who you're aware of. Here's some more names. How about Greg Braden, Sonia Choquette, Vex King, Amy Porterfield, Anthony William, who's the medical media, right? Yeah. Dean Graziosi, Colette Barron-Reed, Sharon Salzberg, Marianne Williamson, Matt Kahn, that you follow. Oh, there's even more names. This is the last one. Jim Quick, Russell Brunson, Robert Holden, Nancy Levin, Susie Orman, Sylvia Brown, Tavis Smiley, Christiane Northrup, Carolyn Mace, and Pam Grout. A lot of well-known names there, whether you know them or not. And what do they all have in common? Well, they have some sort of a relationship with a company called Hay House. Hay House was founded in 1984. I'll just tell you a little bit more about that in a second. But they're a publisher of books and audio programs, online courses, calendars, card decks, journals, live events. They have a live event called I Can Do It, I think is what it's called, that they have once a year. We're going to tell you more about that. It started off with spiritual, personal growth, self-help books, and then expanded. They're doing a lot of business books now. So in this next slide, I got two images. And the first one up there on the left is actually Pookie and I years ago in New York, around 2010, I think. We attended a Book Expo America in New York, and we got the chance to meet Louise and actually get our picture taken with her. And sadly, she passed away about 5 or 6 years ago. So Louise, in 1984, founded Hay House. She had self-published a book called You Can Heal Your Life, which had done really, really well. And I guess she wanted to form her own official publishing company, and then to also publish other authors. And that's when they got like Wayne Dyer and other well-known. Little by little, their roster of authors grew until they got that impressive list. Now, here's the thing. So many of you know I'm very DIY, very do-it-yourself, independently minded, and most of my books, everything I've always done on my own. I didn't wait to get permission. I never had to deal with rejection letters because I just created my own platform, my own thing, and it served me very well. But in recent years, we've had discussions about, at this stage of my life and career, maybe it would be a good idea to partner with a company that could maybe do a little bit more. I could help them, my audience, and they might be able to expose our work to a wider audience. So a friend of mine, a guy named Dave Carroll, years ago, we met him in Nova Scotia at a music conference there. And he is well known. You may have heard of this about 10 years ago. No, more than that, maybe 15 years ago. He had a viral video called United Breaks Guitars. Okay. His Taylor guitar was smashed with the luggage handlers in United, and he couldn't get it rectified. They weren't going to compensate him. So he wrote a song about it called United Breaks Guitars. It went viral, and it ended up putting him on a trajectory with his career where he was speaking at conferences about customer service and all this stuff. About 10 years ago or several years ago, he became a Hay House author, and a book related to that story, I think it was called United Breaks Guitars, came out. And he's been a friend of mine. We've stayed in touch over the years. So I reached out to Dave over the summer and said, hey, man, I think I'm kind of wanting to explore maybe partnering with the company, and Hay House seems like an ideal fit. Can you put me in touch with somebody there? He said yes. I thought he was going to put me in touch with someone who just worked there that could maybe give me a little insight into how the company worked or whatever. But he ended up connecting me with Reed Tracy, who's the CEO. He basically runs Hay House. And so I had a 30-minute Zoom call with him about 2 months ago. And we said, yeah, I think we should work together. And then a couple weeks or so after that, I had a Zoom call with 3 members of his team, and I grabbed the screenshots. I was so excited to had a great chat with these folks, and we decided to move forward with something. So it's not a book, but Hay House has an app. It's called Empower You. It's basically like the what do you call it? Audible for all of Hay House's audio content, audio books, live workshops, meditations, all this stuff from Louise and Wayne and all these people that I just mentioned there. It's a subscription-based thing. So there's a 14-day free trial, but it's a subscription-based thing, and they have a lot of subscribers. And so we just got to the point where I can publicly announce this. They're going to start releasing some of my affirmation audios in their app. So that'll make me a Hay House teacher, not a Hay House author, because it's not a book, but it could lead to that at some point. But starting actually next week, they're going to release the first affirmation audio of mine in the app. They said they're going to promote it in their email newsletter that goes out. And then like every 2 weeks, there'll be another one. We've got 7 that we've selected and made an agreement on. And so this is really exciting.
It is way exciting.
Is it not, Pookie? Yeah.
So well deserved, babe.
I'm realistic about this, and I never counted on any other entity or person to save me or discover me or whatever. I've already done pretty well on my own, but by being associated with this brand, I think it could lead to other things. And maybe, we're going to see how these first ones go. That might lead to an exclusive audio program, or could lead to a card deck, or
we don't know,
a journal or something, and eventually maybe a book deal down the road, but we
just don't know.
But this is pretty exciting to be.
It's way exciting
to be involved with Hay House and to be involved with that caliber of folks. So they're having their annual conference. I can do it. It's going to be in Phoenix. Was that like the 3rd weekend in March 22 through 24, and we are going. Yeah, we definitely said we're definitely going to go to this thing. This is some of the speakers. And so if you happen to be attending this, you'll see us there. We're not there to speak. I want to make it clear. We're not on the podium yet. Maybe in a future year, but we're going to be there as attendees, hanging out, hopefully meeting some of the speakers and the other Hay House teachers and authors. And then my friend Mishi, she has a pottery studio that's also an event space. And on that Monday following that weekend, Monday, March 25th, if you're in the Phoenix area or if you attend that, we're going to be doing a public meetup there, 6 to 9 p.m. at her Desert Dragon Pottery Studio. So is that cool?
That's way cool. I'm excited for that.
Or what?
Too.
So yeah, so it's new opportunities, and again, interesting for me because I've always embraced this indie ethic, and doing things on my own. But I think I'm ready for this.
Well, you've built something. You built something on your own, so now it's time. Now you're attractive to other, to publishers and that, because you've already done the hard lifting. You've already got it. You have a following. You've proven yourself. You did it on your own.
Publishers and record labels, they want to work with artists and authors who have already established or have their own following already, and a bit of a success story that they can then.
Good job, babe. All that hard work. You worked for it, babe. This just didn't fall into your lap.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of work.
A lot of